Egypt are through to the round of 16 of the World Cup, and that was not a pretty match, but it was a match needed, necessary. It was a necessary win after Ivory Coast scored and they equalized, after Senegal and they equalized, and all of them lost. You understand? I'm saying they lost. We needed that match. We needed, even though technically Egypt scored all the goals by themselves, for one for themselves and one for the other team, but we needed that. You understand? And I'm super happy. You understand? I'm super happy. All Egyptians out there, congratulations. You deserved it. For all the heartbreaks you guys went through through the African Cup of Nations, World Cup knockouts, and all that, congratulations for getting your first ever World Cup knockout win. And the thing is, this year African nations are making history for the right reasons. Before, we used to make for the wrong reasons. You understand? For the first time, an African nation scored 5 goals for the first time. So yeah, like, so many good memories, so many good histories, and I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud of each one of you. You understand? And I'm proud of all the nations that represented, those who lost, those who won. That's football. It's 90 minutes. You either lose or win it. Some teams, some players were comparing their nations to African nations, but unfortunately they are sleeping home, while African nations are still playing. You understand? We still have hopes on Cape Verde and Ghana making through. Even though odds are against Cape Verde, this is football. We never know. So yeah, Australian football also is on the map. Australia has gone through a lot. As Australia, on the other side, they had one of the hardest qualifications. Like, people think Asian qualifications is easy just because you get some easy teams. No, like, the rounds you go through is not easy. And there's Japan, there's Saudi Arabia, there's Qatar, there's these nations. When they come to the World Cup, they may not be that strong, but you understand. There's especially when they are not playing in the World Cup, they really go through a lot of stress. You understand? And it's really showing up. But it's football. You guys made also progress from the recent World Cups. But the other thing is the keeper change. I think that was a massive error from the coach's side, because the coach, he should have believed it. The keeper had one of his best matches. Whichever team he plays for, just know tomorrow he will make a move. Teams will start up. We had whatever happened to Suzuki. Now so many teams are interested in him, and World Cup is where you put your show. And the guys today had shown a lot of courage, a lot of all these things. So yeah, I think from here, I think they will have a lot of inquiries. You understand? He may not make the move, but people will like him. You understand? And it's good to see such players who will not have had performances, or otherwise people will not have known them, making themselves known. Other than that, I really enjoyed the match. If you like this kind of content, listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn notification to be notified when I upload my next rant. And until I see you in the next rant, take care of yourselves.